Get ready with me while I tell you about how I found out I have a rare heart defect that can cause me to randomly go into cardiac arrest. So growing up, I danced, and I danced a lot. I danced competitively growing up, and I was at the studio every single day of the week almost, and I was always there. I was always dancing. As I grew up, I would realize that when I was dancing, I would get a little bit out of breath, or my heart rate would get really high on my Apple Watch, and it'd say 190, 200, like that. It would get to 200s, and I'd be like, oh, it's fine. I'd get dizzy, but I would sit down, or I would just ignore it. However, I went to college, and I didn't take the breaks that I would take when I was growing up dancing, and in February of this year, I ended up passing out while I was at dance. However, I even remember going in that day and being I'm so tired, I'm scared I'm gonna pass out today. And I was telling my teammates how I didn't feel good that day. And but I just kept going, and I was it's probably fine. And I was unconscious for I was unconscious for at least a minute, over a minute. So I passed out for a minute, and my team, which not their fault, I passed out, nobody knew what to do. We were just oh, all right, and I was sat on my way. Within the next couple days, I felt really out of it, and I didn't feel good. I just felt sick, I guess, not sick, but my body just felt really tired. And my mom was Sarah, this is weird, maybe you should make a doctor's appointment. And I went to this primary person, and they were oh, you probably have POTS, that's probably what it is. If you had these symptoms before, it's probably just POTS. Just POTS. I know POTS is, so they were okay, well, it might be POTS, but you're gonna go to a cardiologist, just in case, because we never know. So I went to a cardiologist, and they were they gave me an EKG, and they're well, we don't really know what it is, we should just do some testing. So then I went on with my day. They did a heart monitor on me, they tested me for a ton of things. Oh, we ruled out basically every single possible heart condition it can be, except for anomalous right coronary artery, which means my right artery is in the wrong spot. But that's super rare, so they're might be that, but probably not. So they scheduled me for CT scan to see if it's rare heart thing. If not, then it's probably POTS. But the thing is, it's March at this point, and they scheduled it for June. So they scheduled for June because they're oh, it's probably fine. If you pass out again, maybe try to get that figured out, go to the ER and call us. But for now, you're probably fine. I'm trying out a new mascara today. But basically, what happens is I pass out again. I go to the ER. They are no help because by the time I get to the ER, my heart rate's already low again, and they're okay, well, your heart looks fine. So I'm there. It's a 7-8 hour wait. I'm okay, they're not gonna figure anything out tonight, so I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna leave, and I'm gonna call my cardiologist in the morning. So I called my cardiologist in the morning, and they're why did you leave the ER? And I was guys, it was an 8 hour wait. Why did I miss it? I was guys, it's an 8 hour wait. I was not doing that. And so I leave, and they're so then I was can I schedule my CT scan to be earlier because I'm gonna keep passing out. So anyways, they can schedule my CT earlier, and now it's in March. So then I get my CT done, and they're oh, do you remember that rare heart condition that you probably didn't have? You do have it. You have it. So rare that 0.01% of people have it in the world, and 3 hospitals on the East Coast know what to do. So I'm going to Boston Children's next Thursday because as soon as they come in, hopefully we get some answers, and I have to see if I get any open heart surgery or not. So stay updated to see if I need open heart surgery. Also, here's a lip combo, by the way. So yeah.